Hello, this is Erin Lovelace again. I wanted to do a little video real quick about some things that I saw online. So Pepper's Play Zone 2, I believe that's what she's called. She did a post. Tom Powell Jr. reposted her post. And he was giving background on what happened with it. Apparently, family was having a birthday party for their son. They had people there, so on and so forth. I think they were at Chuck E. Cheese. And this has been made to be a racist thing when really it's not. But the family was black, and a young Caucasian boy came and blew out the candles on the young African American boy's cake. So I don't know how the family reacted. I didn't get that information, so I'm not going to speak on that. Apparently what happened was in the comments and different things like that and response videos people were posting, they made it a whole black-white thing. Like, oh, white privilege. The white kid felt like he could come over and do that, and and just all this kind of stuff, which it didn't have to be about color. We're talking about two kids. Kids don't understand the disparity between color that people have until you teach it to them. So, and that's real. Anyway, this lady, Pepper's Play Zone 2, she had a reaction to this situation. She goes off. She talks about how, black people shouldn't have made this a racist thing, and since they did, white people aren't going to stand for it. We're tired of, all these the white people are tired of these kind of things. They're suffering from black fatigue and all this kind of stuff. Then she goes on to say, and I'm truly not saying everything she said, she was very derogatory, very disrespectful, and also exhibited characteristics of the people that she was talking about. You were complaining about people responding to this situation and making it racist and all that kind of stuff. You're doing the same thing. Anyway, towards the end of her little row, she says that, they're tired of this, and they're tired of the fact that black women raise violent black boys. I was raised with etiquette, grace, morals, discipline. My mom's a reverend and she's an English teacher. So there are a lot of things that she just did not play. And we grew up in a village that was predominantly black, but outside of the village, most of the areas were predominantly white. I grew up in the Midwest. Not saying that there's not racism everywhere, there is, but in the area I was in, I didn't really feel or see color. I had tons of white friends, Hispanic friends, Arabic friends, friends from all over the dang place. It just wasn't an issue. And my mom was the same. So she never instilled hate, bigotry, racism, prejudice, anything like that into me or my siblings. Even if on the off chance I had thought something like that, like if the roles were reversed, if that was a white family and a black kid came and blew out the candle, I would not have, either way, whatever the situation is, there are some things that you just don't say. Even if you think something awful, like what she said, black women raise violent boys, violent men, you keep that shit to yourself. Because even if you have seen that, or you feel like you've seen that, you feel like you know the whole dynamic of the situation, and you've seen that in your mind in other situations, that's only what you've seen. You're just one person in this small little world, this small little country. My mom was a single mother because my father wasn't what he should have been. And so she had to have the strength and the courage to leave him and raise 4 kids by herself. 2 of them are boys. My brothers are not violent. My grandmother, her husband ended up being abusive. She had to raise her 4 kids on her own. My uncle, because she had one son, is a CPA, very affluent, went to the army, just all kinds of stuff Uncle Ralph has done. He's not violent. My friend Latoya is raising her son by herself, Malachi. He's not violent. My friend Shamika raised her son by herself. She was blessed to have a father that tried to be active in the son's life, but ultimately she raised him. He's not a violent child. Well, he's a man now. He's not a violent man. Wonderful man. I could go on and on and on. On and on and on and on and on. I don't have one example for you of someone that I know that was raised by a black mother, and that's it. There was no father in the home, and is violent. Not one. I have a cousin who raised her son on her own, and her son had some issues with theft because they didn't have a lot of money. And she was on government aid, different things like that, but she started to get sick, so it became even harder. And so my nephew did, or my cousin did, he did go through a bout of stealing and things like that, but he's gotten over that, and now he counsels kids who are in that same situation so they don't make the mistakes that he made. Again, not a violent young man. A man who went through trials and adversity, which a lot of people in this country, if you don't go through that, you don't understand. And he has turned out to be a wonderful man. How dare you? How dare you say that? As hard as it was, and I don't have a son, I have a daughter, but I'm a single mom. As hard as it was for me to raise my baby by myself, I thank God for my mom. Because I don't know what I would have done. My friends, in situations that they did not create, but they have this baby. Somehow, some way they were able to make it. And still come out with great kids. How dare you say that? How dare you? And I know there's a lot of posts that you have, Pepper's Playhouse 2, where you say derogatory things about black people. And you bemoan how white people are being treated. It's so ironic to me. I am not saying that anyone can't be abused or experience some type of prejudice. But historically, come on now. Historically, Caucasians have been the abusers. And this isn't even an attack or a racist kind of thing. It is the truth. Historically. Pepper's Playhouse 2, I'm going to pray for you and whoever is around you and your child, because you talked about your son in that video. I'm going to pray for you. I really am. And let me inform you of something else. Black people don't need your help. Fuck you having black fatigue. Stay the fuck away from us. Then you won't have it. We don't need you. We're doing just fine on our own. And you watch yourself, young lady. Blessings.